Hi everyone, thanks for coming through to this video today. I'm so glad to have you here and really appreciate it. So today we're going to have a go at drawing the snowman that you can see over there, and it's perfect for your sketchbook for Christmas themes, or you can use them to go on Christmas cards, and everybody loves a little homemade Christmas card, so they're perfect for that. I've done the fourth one today. We're on a level 2 now. I've done the level 1s. They go from level 1 up to level 4 in difficulty. So yep, you can just find them. I will put them all in one place down below. Yeah, what have we done so far? We have done level 1 was snowflake, the other one was the wreath, and we had stockings for level 2. This is another level 2 one, as I've said. Now, the worksheets for all of the Christmas themed ones are available to download if you become a member of the channel, and you also get bonus videos as a member as well. Or the book is available on Amazon if you wish to purchase the book. I think that's everything. Please subscribe, like, follow, comment, and click the notification bell, please, because if you click on the bell, you will more likely hear about me releasing new videos. There's lots to come. So what I do is I teach you step by step how to draw these designs. Then I also release more videos showing you how to colour in. So there will be watercolour ones, colour in pencil, colour pastel, or acrylic. Hopefully something for everyone. So let's get started. Stop talking, Tash. Let's get going. So we're going to draw in the first level for this. So as I've said to you, they are in steps. So the first thing is quite simply the layout of our snowman. So I'm just going to make sure you can see it okay. Sometimes when the light shines on it directly, that's better. It doesn't like it, can't see very well, so I have to kind of point it at an angle, and then it gets on my face. Don't want to see me close up. Okay, so then underneath that we've got the shape of the snowman coming down, and you just need to leave a gap where the scarf is, and you're just drawing that funny little wobble shape. Okay, and another wobble here. It looks like he's melting, doesn't it? Okay, and then we come down here as well, and that is almost it. We've just got to draw in the snow. Okay, step 1 done. Okay, and what I do recommend is that you follow along. Sorry, that you watch all through, and then you follow along when we get to the final. When you've seen the whole thing and we get to the final piece, because if you follow along first time, you might find that you're missing bits. So I'm going to go up over there and draw the hat. I mean, you'd only be missing bits because you might not be keeping up, as I am trying to go fast, but not too fast, but also I don't want to bore people by going really, really slow. So I think if you watch the whole thing first, then you will see the whole thing done. You'll have a better idea of what's coming, and then you will be ready, and you will keep up, or at least do enough to be able to then pause and carry on. So we're drawing in some more lines in the snow just to show hills and valleys and things. You may see that I have drawn a bit of an outline for myself. It's because I do suffer with brain fog, and I have to concentrate on talking to you as well as talking, concentrating on what I'm doing. And see, my brain fog's going. And concentrate on the technology behind everything. And also focus on keeping my children quiet so that you can hear me. So there's a lot going on in my brain all at once. So I just do the outline, a little bit of an outline, so that when I come to teach you, I have a bit of a guide. It's very rough, it's very faint, just in the background to remind me, oh, this is here, Tash. Don't forget this. Don't let the brain fog eat you. Okay, so we're going over and around like that. And then we're coming in to draw in some details. We can have some lines coming off the sun. Should have brought that around a bit more. That's it. And then I don't actually want to draw too much on the sun, just some little marks like that. But I think they'll look nice on the clouds. I like them on the clouds because that gives the impression of fluffy clouds on a winter's day. Okay, so just like that in different places. It just really gives the impression of fluffy clouds. So I'm coming round. You can just do little marks like that as well. They don't all have to be curls. I'm just drawing in wherever I feel they need them. Little ones and big ones and some together and however you like. Yeah, I'm not even looking and I'm just going with it because you've been given the idea of it, but you can just run with it yourself. All right, so that's all of those filled in. That's the sun done as much as I want it to. I don't actually feel like I want to put that detail in. Now we need to put some little marks on the snowman just to show that it is 3D and it's like, hey, there is a layer here. It's bubbled up. Let's go here. It's been a long time since I built a snowman. Let me know out there if you have built a snowman in any recent winters. We don't seem to have had quite enough snow settle because where I live, we're by the sea and so it doesn't really tend to get cold enough. It does snow, but not necessarily enough for a nice big snowman. Anyway, we're done there apart from the snow in the background, which I'm not going to do till we go in pen because I don't fancy drawing all of them in pencil. That will bore you silly and it will bore me silly. And then I will go over them. I will do them in pen rather than having to go over them. Right. Now on the picture, what we've already done is grayed out so we can focus on what needs to be done next. So basically we want to put some stripes on the hat to start with, wherever you want them. Okay, it doesn't matter where. You can make it your own as well. You can put a bubble on if you want. Yeah, put a bubble on there. Just do some circles. Now, his eyes, it could be a girl. I don't know why I'm saying him. We're going to put some eyes there. They look like big round black circles to start with. But what you're going to go in is you're going to draw in some white spaces there. Can you see? Hopefully you can see. Let's try and get in a bit closer. Okay, it's just some semicircles like that. You'll see when I go into pen anyway, it'll be easier then. Pull this down. It seems to be a bit darker here and you can see better. I'm going to have a nice thin line there and then a little white dot in the middle. Okay, and then everything else will be blacked out. So let me colour that in now to show you what I mean. Okay, it will make more sense. You're basically colouring the black and leaving the white space to show that movement. That not movement, sorry, that shine on the eyes. Okay. Then the nose at this stage is just a circle like that. You can do it however you want, maybe with some dots on and then some little circles there. What a cutie. Should we give him a little mouth as well? Okay. Then we need to do his arms, bless him. He needs some arms. Let's get some sticks out. Remember, you can do these however you want. They're just sticks. I've done them quite straight, but obviously they don't have to be. Let's get some stick hands on. Okay, and when we do actually go over in pen, we can go over it and make it much darker. You can just keep it as pencil for your sketchbook. It doesn't have to be done in pen, but I do quite like to go over my designs in pen these days. It's just something I'm going through, I think. And yeah. Okay, so he's got some clothes buttons. We just need to leave again. We're going to go round and we're going to leave 2 circles just to show some, I think, buttonholes they're supposed to be, really. So we can do that. There's one here as well. I actually don't like where that's placed, poking out there. So we're going to come around here. I want it to actually be underneath the scarf. And I'm going to come in here and come around and do the other one. Okay, we're doing well. We're doing well, guys. So apart from the snow, that is pretty much it. So we come to the final design and we just need to go over it now in pen and make sure we've got everything that we need. So I've got liner pens, so you will need liner pens as well. You can also have a white gel pen, because if you make any mistakes with the black, you can go over with the white, like with the shines on the eye. And actually, I sometimes think if you go over with the white, it makes it look better. Now I'm going to focus on the snowman to start with. And I'm just literally going to go over him with a 03 pen, which is quite a nice medium-sized nib that I use for most things. I'm just going to go over the lines of everything we've done. And because I just find that when you do that, it just makes your designs stand out more if it's been done in pen. But if you were doing sketching, obviously you wouldn't necessarily want to do that if you were doing like a sketching real life or something. But these are more kind of illustrations rather than sketches of real life things. So we don't have to worry too much about the realism of it. So in pen, I think it's nice to make it stand out. Whereas in real life, you know, we're not outlined, are we? So try to stay away from outlining when we're doing more real stuff, because otherwise it doesn't make sense to the eye. Okay, so I'm going over the buttons and I'm going around just trying to leave the white bits, and then you can see with the pen it really makes the white stand out, which is why I like to go over illustrations in pen. Now when it comes to colouring them and painting them, I wouldn't be going over it again, because we will be creating these images using the paints themselves. We won't be using pen, and I will normally only draw the outline of what I'm doing in pencil, of the main things. I won't put any detail in, because that will come by adding the paints and the colours of whatever medium you choose. So yeah, so we're going to colour his arms in, so they're nice and black. I actually quite like them a bit scratchy like that, because they're twigs. I'm not going to be too neat about it. And that gives a bit of pattern. Then we'll come in and fill in his body, now that we're done. Obviously, don't draw over things. So where I had the scarf, a bit of body was in there. We don't want that. Now we're going to put some lines on the scarf. So let's get those in. It don't have to be. I think it's better if they're not all even and perfect. Just give them a little bit of a wibble, a little bit of a wobble to show the movement. Definitely not perfect straight lines, yeah? So just shaky little lines. Perfect. Okay, so now I want to do his face. I'm going to go to my 01 for a couple of things. So I want to do a 01 mouth. And then little cheeks. I don't, because they are smaller things, I need the finer nib. But I'm going to come in back in the nose with the bigger one to do the dots. And then I'm going to come in with the other one to come in and do the eyes. And this is where the pen helps the eyes to pop, where you've left the white. Obviously I'm only halfway through there. So as I come around, perfect. If I hold that up for you, you can see better. When it's flat, it's not quite so easy to see. Okay, so I'm going to do the same with the other eye. I'm literally just colouring around the white bits. Now, I'm going to show you that I've missed a bit, the second bit. So what we can do, let's hope my gel pen's still working. Actually, I haven't used it in a while, is we can go over it with the white and add it back in. But I would suggest just doing it in layers. See, I've just rubbed that back off again. So let that dry and then go back in and do it again. So the white gel pen is handy. So we're going to carry on. I'm using my very fine one, the 01, to come in and do some shapes that just suggests some movement in the snowman. He's cute, isn't he? I love him. I kind of love everything Christmas, to be honest. I don't go mad decorating my house just because I do have fibromyalgia, so I try and keep any extra work that I have to do around the house to a minimum. But I do love trees, and I really do love Christmas stuff, and I would have more if I could. I also don't have a space to store it all. Some of you may have bigger places where you can go crazy. Yeah, but it's fun. I think it's more fun when you've got children. For me personally, I enjoyed those years when the children were little, and now they're bigger teenagers. They're just not quite so bothered, which is fine. Okay, put the clouds in. Now I'm going to put the sun in. Come round. Perfect. So I'm going to get my thinner pen again, and that's what I'm just going to use to come in and put some lines in. I'm going over the ones that I've done. As I said before, these are the lines that just show that the clouds are 3D. They're puffy and they're not just flat. So all these little details that we always add on at the end, it's usually the last phase of the steps, is what brings it to life and makes it more 3D. So we're very nearly there, everyone. Quite a nice quick one, this one. Of course, you still need to colour or anything else if you don't want to leave it as it is, and that's fine. Okay. There we go. I need the bigger pen again, which I've realised I'm trying to do the thicker lines with the thinner pen and it just does not work. Coming round. Excuse me, I need another drink. Hydrate. Coming round. Just drawing some marks in the snow. So now you can leave it as it is, or you can go over it with the small pen and we're going to draw in snow. So if you want to fast forward this, that's fine. Or if you want to put some music on in the background and just watch for a bit of mindfulness art, then that's fine. I'm not going to talk while I do this because my voice is hurting anyway. Now, the one thing I will say is do not do them in straight lines. It's so tempting. Just what helps with that actually is if you just jump around the page. All right, so that's all I'm doing right now. Just going to jump around the page. I'm either going to do little black dots like that or little circles, okay? And go over everything. Don't be afraid to draw over the snowman, because at the end of the day, he is behind the snow as well. Everything is behind the snow. So I'm going to go silent now. Okay, I think we're pretty much there. Covered in snow. You might want to as well just go in and do some little clusters of snow that's landed. It's up to you, but I'm quite happy with that. Now the very final thing that you need to do is to rub out all of the pencil underneath, because then it will make your drawing, your illustration much crisper. We don't want that design from underneath sticking out, but go gentle so that you don't rip up your card. This your paper, this is Bristol paper, but it's quite thick paper for drawing on. It's a really nice quality, and it will be available on my website in time to buy. Rather than buying a whole pad, you can buy sheets at a time so that you can mix and match for your sketchbook that I showed you before, my chameleon sketchbooks, which are basically sketchbooks that you build to be how you want. Okay, so done. Thank you very much for coming, and obviously you could go away and colour that in now straight away, but I will have videos also showing you how to paint this and adapt it and bring it to life in different ways. But hopefully you enjoyed that. Please subscribe, please click the notification bell, like, comment, share. I want to hear how yours went. Okay, all right guys, see you next time.